season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Leaves it with the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Volunteers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and then love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On the run, it's Frazier. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. A nice momentum swing for this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They are up by 7 over Old Dominion. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They want to run it left here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Got his man quickly. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Here's the pressure. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking for the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, and be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play-action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses, up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it.
He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aguilar. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. At the 35, he's open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Gets the back moving, looking to pass. It's Aguilar. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarter.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. This one's complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands, it's Staley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut! At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown ball! Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Frazier.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running to Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw at Aguilar. Takes the easy completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Staley. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. Still running at the 40. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Georgia sends out the punt team. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David.
Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. The Vols will kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah,
turning it on! And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next count.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When a defense is backed up like this, you've got nothing to lose anyway. They're aggressive and create the negative play.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, Reese, and it seems like at this point on the field, they're actually starting to dictate to the offense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aguilar. The quick out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in? Week of preparation, David.
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Delp. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for space. It's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Off-play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Frazier. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Guess not all doinks are bad off the right upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Quickly complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's gone. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. Trying to run, it's Thomas. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
8 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That gets them back to within 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. They found a way to get in the ruck, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space, it's Thomas. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Vols will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. To the ground with the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Wants to throw, it's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Number 98 on the punt and away.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Oh, it's a reverse. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Branch. And he